All right, y'all. Welcome back to Vlogmas day number 20. Let me tell you something. This is a sit down video. I know it's just as crazy for you as it is for me. Okay, I got hot chocolate, so it don't have to be hot chocolate. Okay, get your favorite drink, get anything you want. That's what I'm drinking on. So, yeah, get you something to drink. It is a new year coming up. Can y'all believe it's already finna be 2026? That's the thing that is throwing. That's the thing that's throwing me off. Like, it seems like the year just started. And I know everybody says that, but really, it doesn't even seem like that many months has flown by that quickly. But I'm very grateful to see another year because, some people, they're not as fortunate enough. It's a lot of people who, they gone. They pass. I can't say that word on here, but y'all know what I'm talking about, and they don't get to live their life anymore, and they don't get to experience anything anymore. So, being grateful is something that I'm not really struggling with, but I feel like it's more of just wanting more out of my life, and that is not necessarily being ungrateful to me. That's just wanting more. But sometimes ungratefulness can show up as looking at your surroundings and not realizing how much you have around you already. We constantly looking for what's next, what we gonna do next, what's coming next. But sometimes we don't see that we already have everything that we need. We're not without. There's nothing that we, need. I mean, that's the case for me. It's nothing that I need. It's a lot of stuff that I want. Everybody always gonna have something that they want. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I have everything that I need. There hasn't been anything that I have lacked. I've had food in my stomach. I've had my hygiene stuff. I have soap to wash my body. Um, yeah, I have people around me. You know what I'm saying? But personally, for me in my life, for myself, I want more out of my life. I want so much more, and that's not ungratefulness to me. That's not ungratefulness to me. And a lot of people are gonna say, "Well, you want more out of your life, but what are you doing to change it? What steps are you taking?" And I'm very happy to say that I'm taking more steps towards that than I ever have before in my life. And I'm very, very proud of myself for saying, hey, if I want something, I need to make a change to get there. And I'm finally doing that and realizing that it takes a lot more out of you, and it takes a lot more effort to get to where you say you want to go. Because what's in my mind for my life, what I always envision for myself and have always since I was, younger, is so grand and so big, and I feel like I definitely deserve to live that life as well as everyone else. I personally deserve to live that life. Yeah, that's all I can say about that. Because y'all see, I go to daydreaming and thinking about the life because I yearn for that so heavily. But it takes work, and I know that it takes time, and it takes, you know, a little bit of what a discipline in order to work towards those things. And I have a lot more of that now. I didn't before, but I've had to train myself to kind of have a little bit more discipline. I was always like goal driven, um, and I've always had goals for myself. Don't think I'm just a bum, or was a bum in the past. But like I said, I realized that it takes a lot more effort to get where I say I want to go, because I want to be way up here. Okay, I don't want to be in the middle. I want to go all the way to the top. So you can say you want to go all the way to the top, all you want to, but the people that are at the top, you'll notice that when you hear them speak, they have they say, I've done this in life. I've had to go through this step. I've been through different trainings. I've had to work these different jobs. I've had to test this out. They've tried different things in order to see what works for them and what fits for them. And they just so happen to find exactly what works for them because they never gave up. And I don't give up easily. When I say I want something, I do not give up easily. And a lot of people will want you to give up because they see that you're struggling. And that might be out of them wanting what's best for you, but sometimes they can come off as like discouraging because it's like, you don't support me. You know, even though I've fallen down sometimes and I've struggled with things, I still want what I'm chasing after. You know, failure is a part of success. I know y'all have heard that from other people, but failure is a part of success. And that's what I have to constantly remind myself of, you know, regardless of me feeling discouraged one day or thinking that things aren't going to work out or I'm not going to get there. It's all a part of life. And if you want to get somewhere, you better be ready to fail a lot of times. You ready? If someone had told me that before, I've had to learn this on my own. Yeah, I'm only 21. If y'all don't know how old I am, I'm 21. But I've had to learn this on my own, and I'm so grateful for learning it now instead of learning it later, because some people are living their lives willy-nilly, have no idea how to get to where they want to go, have no, I guess, direction is the word, or they don't see the next step in order to get where they want to go. So being that I realize that now, I'm so grateful for the mindset that I have, and I'm not above anybody else. That's not at all what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I have a vision and I have a goal in my mind. So that's the point I'm trying to make. It's important to have a vision and a goal with everything, and sticking to that, even when it looks hard, even when things aren't going to look up, even when you don't think things are going to get better. You have to stick to your goal and your plan and what you say you're going to do, and not only stick to it, but finish it. Can you do both of those? But in 2026, it's not even about being a new you. It's about being a better you. Okay? Stay the same person. Don't change who you are, at your core, but add on to what you already have and who you already are, so that you can elevate to that next level, because we're all created differently for a reason. And everybody is created for a specific purpose and to bring something to the world. That's why we're all different. That's why nobody is the same, and that's why we're all made different. It's because we all have different qualities. Everybody has their own little spark. So the world is waiting on your specific spark. So trying to tweak, change, be like the next person, things like that, that's never going to get you anywhere, because people want to see you. They don't want to see anybody else in you. So become a better you. We're not looking for a new you in 2026. We're looking for you. For real, we looking for you. So, yeah, I want to encourage y'all to keep your head up and keep going, because life is hard, and you realize that a lot more as you get older. Life is not easy, but I saw somebody say this. I forgot who it was, but they said, no, was it Jackie Ina? I think she said this. She said, life is hard, but would you rather, sulk in that hardness and think about all the things that are going wrong and bad, or would you rather, I guess, look forward or look past that and find a way to make life better despite all of that, and continue to live a good life despite things going wrong, despite your life not looking how you thought it was supposed to? Are you going to keep on going? And for me, I want to keep on going. I never want to get to the point where I'm just like, oh, I want to give up, because I have a fear of failure. And I've said this before to somebody in real life, and I said to them, I was just like, if I don't accomplish everything that I want to accomplish in life, I'm going to feel like I failed at life. Like when I get older and look back over my life and I haven't done anything that I said I was going to do or accomplished anything, I'm going to feel like I failed. And they told me, they was like, no, you're not going to fail. I don't want you to think that you failed at life because you didn't accomplish what you said you were going to accomplish. But that's how my mindset is. I don't know. Y'all tell me in the comments how y'all feel about that. But for me personally, I'm going to be like, dang, I did not do what I needed to do. And I did not become the person that I said I wanted to become. So that weighs heavy on me a lot. Just failing and not letting other people down, because I really don't care about letting other people down, especially not at this point in my life. What I care about the most is letting my younger self down. The person, why am I getting emotional? What's going on? The person, the little boy who said he wanted to do all of these things and be, this person, this big, boisterous, beautiful person that the world needs to see. What if I don't become that person and the world never gets to experience that? You know what I'm saying? Okay, moving on. So, yeah, I think about that all the time, and I don't want to fail at life. I just don't want to fail. And that's everybody. Nobody wants to fail at life. So, you just have to keep going. Keep going. Every day, not even every year, every day is a start. And it's to create something new, to start over. Every day you wake up, when you go to sleep and when you wake back up, that is your chance right there to say, hey, I'm going to be different. I'm going to be better. Despite what happened yesterday, I have tomorrow to fix it and to be better. Even though tomorrow's not promised, but in the case that you do wake up, choose to be better and be a better person. And take those steps towards the life you want to live and accomplish those goals. Because you never know. The next thing you do, the next person you run into, could change your life like that. And most of the time, we think that it's going to take years, or you have to be at the right place at the right time, which that's honestly what I'm trying to say. You could be in the right place at the right time and things will do a 180 in your life. But most people think, oh, it's going to take years to get to where I want to go. Or it's a lot of people that will discourage you because they don't know how to uplift themselves. So they have a lot of insecurities that they like to project onto you because they couldn't do it or they don't think you can. But sometimes you have to show people, I'm not you. My life is different than yours. I have a different purpose than you. I have a different calling. And whether you've done it or not, I am going to do it. It's not I might do it and maybe I can do it. I am going to do it because I believe in myself more than people who have forgotten their dreams or didn't go after them because they had fear and insecurities. So needless to say, keep those people out your life and far from it, and let their fears and insecurities stay over there with them, and you come over here by yourself and you do what you need to do. So yeah, this is very good for this is very, very good for my soul. I don't know why I don't do sit down videos more often, because I have so much to say. I have so much to say. This was amazing. Why don't I do this more often? This was amazing. I'm really glad you guys are here listening to me. I'm really glad that I decided to sit down and film this type of video. And I kind of want to do more. My channel is not a podcast, but I can start doing, type videos like this. Let me know if y'all want to see more of these videos, because I really, really enjoy speaking like this and pouring into people. Not even because when I'm doing this, I'm not pouring into solely other people. I'm pouring into myself also, because I'm talking to myself. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm talking to y'all, but I'm talking to myself as well. So it's therapeutic, it's healing, and it kind of lets some of the thoughts out of my mind and into the world, because I am a strong believer that when you harbor things in your mind and in your heart for a long time, especially things that weigh heavy on you, they start to build up and you start to go, a little cuckoo. But when you let it out into the world, then it's free to go and it's free to flow, elsewhere. Because I also feel like your brain is like a storage, or like an attic. You collect these things over time and you just store them in your brain. But sometimes you got to have that yard sale and tell somebody else, come get this stuff before, I run out of room and my house be junky. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. But yeah, thank y'all so much for watching this video. I love y'all so much. All right, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, see y'all later. Signing out. 2026. Let's go.